HCTV Sports is supported by the Spool House. From prom to weddings, let us suit your formal wear needs.
Making the play. He gets the pin. Raiders are clawing their way back in this game.
Just snipes one.
It's ball game. Over. Save. Oh my God! Did you see that? Great diving play. He's hit a touchdown. Hastings Raiders win the ball game.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Hastings Civic Arena as we get set for a girls hockey matchup here on HCTV Sports. Got a good matchup here tonight between the St. Paul Two Rivers Riveters and the Hastings Raiders. The Riveters come into this one with a 4-3-1 record, the Raiders with a 2-5 record. I'm Owen Ely here with my broadcast partner for the night, Derek Simon. Derek, how's it going, buddy?
Hi, it's going great. Looking forward to this one, Owen. We were here last Tuesday. Saw a great game. Hudson came out with the victory over Hastings, 4-3 in overtime. So hopefully we'll see another great matchup.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a little nicer for the audience. We won't have to dance around the Raiders versus Raiders. We finally have a matchup between two different team names here, so that's a nice little housekeeping thing that we can look forward to here.
Yeah, that'll be a lot easier for us as well. And then, of course, Haley Siebenaller with the hat trick last week we should mention as well.
Yeah, really one of the better games you might see all year. I mean, hopefully we get some more great ones, but that was such a fun matchup back and forth. Unfortunately, didn't go the way of the hometown Raiders, but hopefully Hastings can come out here tonight and try to break this little mini losing streak that they're on to start the season.
Yeah, and then we have a lot of freshman girls playing, and they are gaining valuable experience at the varsity level. See if they can take another step here tonight.
Well, that was the lineup there for the visiting Riveters as we're set to get to the lineup here for the Hastings Raiders. Just minutes away from puck drop here. Bentley Stoffel getting the start for Hastings, one of the aforementioned freshmen that you were talking about.
They have some of the little sisters coming with too tonight, being introduced with the varsity players.
There's Addison Lanning, had a great performance in that game last Tuesday against Hudson. Save percentage over 90% in that one.
Olivia Erickson starting in defense as well.
Really was kind of a catalyst for Hastings, that sort of comeback they got on when they started using her to carry the puck up the ice, utilizing her speed.
Yeah, she's very fast and impressive player. See if they can get her going earlier than it seemed like it took until about the third period against Hudson. See if we can get Olivia going earlier tonight.
Well, all those questions will be answered momentarily. We'll take a short break here for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere here on HCTV Sports. beautiful rendition of the national anthem. I feel like we're getting spoiled here on HCTV Sports. Last time we had the band do it. Now we have a person do it.
Adds to the atmosphere every time, right? Yeah, it was a very nice job.
It's always sort of disappointing when they just go with the audio over the loudspeakers as we take a look at the goalie matchup here. Like we said before, Addison Lanning getting the start here for Hastings. Caitlin Galizzi getting the start for the Riveters.
As you said, Lanning was a tough luck loser the other night. Save percentage over 90% against Hudson. But just one little turnover in overtime and right in the slot shot, and not much she could do with that. So, new night. I know earlier tonight the JV team lost to Two Rivers 1-0, but outshot them 36-16. So we'll see if the varsity team can get 36 shots themselves, maybe put some pucks in the net, come away with the win.
Well, if there's one thing we've learned in this early portion of the season, it's that shots on net are not the end-all, be-all.
No, a lot of times, if you get a lot of shots on net, you're just shooting it from outside the slot out by the blue line, and a lot of easy saves.
Annie Schreifer with the face-off here for Hastings, and we are underway here from the Hastings Civic Arena. Should be a good matchup here between St. Paul Two Rivers. Shot and an early opportunity there for Two Rivers as that one skittered across the crease. Puck was fired in from the blue line. Stolen away from the Riveters and tipped towards center ice.
Annie Schreifer had it just for a split second there. She had a pretty nice game against Hudson as well.
Riveters, a pass back, shot fired right across the bow of Lanning. Coyle bringing the puck down low. Another shot fired, thuds off of the elbow of Lanning. Hastings, first time bringing the puck into the offensive zone. And we're headed back the other way here, courtesy of Leitner. Puck working its way back towards Lanning. Bounce pass to Siebenaller. Had the hat trick in that game against Hudson. Pulling up, firing a shot, and an early goal here for the Riveters. And just like that, 2 minutes into this one, we get the scoring started. It's Chloe Rawl, the 8th grader, with the goal for the Riveters.
She gets the puck here, comes down in right down the middle. Raiders kind of split across. I think they're trying to give their goaltender a view at the shot, but she was able to just come right in the slot, take it, and bury it. Two Rivers now leading 1-0 and have 4 shots on goal already.
Certainly the possession dominated here for St. Paul Two Rivers in the first handful of minutes. Another shot fired and a save from Lanning.
See the replay again here is right down the slot, nobody in front, just upstairs, 1-0.
Took that one right up Main Street. So St. Paul Two Rivers loses the puck. It'll be settled down by Lanning, and she'll fall on top. We'll get a whistle here with 14:53 to go in the opening period.
Siebenaller's line's back out here. So again, as we said a couple times already, that hat trick the other night, that was fun to watch.
Another shot stopped. Puck in the crease. And I can't tell if it was an own goal or if somebody tipped it in. Either way, 2-0 lead here for the Riveters. Puck was stopped momentarily there by Lanning and just kind of hung around in the crease. Looks like they'll credit that one to number 25, Zoe Moore, as we'll take another look at the goal here.
Yeah, it looks like she just got it underneath the stick of Josie Hammond, who was trying to knock it out of harm's way and just took a swing and a miss there. So looks like we may get a timeout here. The Raiders already down 2-0 and outshot 7-0. Coach Joseph having a conversation with the girls on the bench right now. So another look at this one. Just got her stick underneath Josie's stick and tapped it in.
Probably a pretty appropriate use of a timeout here. Why don't you walk me through this read here?
I want to thank our great sponsors, the Schoolhouse. From prom to weddings, let us suit your formal wear needs. Schoolhouse.com. Check out their website or head on down to the Schoolhouse and tell them thank you for supporting HCTV. And there's the girls and Coach Joseph having a conversation over on the bench. Because we are just 2:17 into this game, and it's 2-0. So try to get the girls calm down and get them back to their game.
Yeah, we know they can be on top of their game. We've certainly seen that this season. Obviously now their work sort of cut out for them here. Wonder if there's any meaningful adjustments they can make in this one.
And with a lot of these freshman girls playing, sometimes they might have some butterflies. So just calm them down a little bit. And we are back underway.
Still plenty of hockey to be played here in this one. Got a Raider taking a spill. That's Stoffel. Now circling back behind Lanning. Puck. Nearly changed possession there at the blue line. Now Hastings trying to get something going here offensively. Dump and chase. Swung back around the other way. Kraut takes a spill, loses the puck. Back on the attack. Now poked through the 5-hole there of Hammond. Tried to connect on a centering pass.
Since that timeout, the Raiders have been able to move the puck a little bit better, get it into the offensive zone a couple times.
And the Raiders just trying to carry the puck up into the zone. Certainly was a winning strategy in that Hudson game when they had troubles at time with the passing.
As you said earlier, Olivia Erickson did a lot of the work getting the puck down there into the offensive zone that night. She's got the puck right now.
A pickpocket there on Erickson. Kicked out towards open ice. Halted at the blue line. Shot fired off of the shoulder of Lanning and off of the glass. Another shot. Nearly a glove save and settled down there by Addison Lanning.
Lanning, again, 9 shots on Lanning so far. 7 saves here already in 4 minutes for Addison. See the rebound there. May have been wide, hard to say, but she was able to corral it, get the face off.
Now off of the face-off here, the puck jettisoning to the far side corner here. Again, halted at the blue line. We'll do another wraparound here. Erickson, a short pass. Fired in. Lawson doing a spin on the ice there. Stolen away, looking to pass. Handful of Raiders closing in. Shot fired. I believe that deflected off of Siebenaller. Perhaps it was Woodwick. Either way, the Raiders bringing the puck up the ice.
Siebenaller will get down there, get it in deep, and allow the rest of the line to change.
Hastings still looking for that first goal, still looking for that first shot on net. Short little pass, settled in. Shot fired off of the knee pads of the netminder. Long pass, connects. Shot fired off of the wrist of Lanning. Now Hastings with some numbers and momentum. Puck poked away, dumped in. The Raiders will have to get onside here as they abandon the puck. Long pass, a little too much mustard on that for the Riveters. Now Hastings along the board is looking to pass back to the blue line, and the puck will go out of the field of play.
Should be an offensive zone faceoff here for the Raiders. See if they can win this faceoff, maybe set up, get some zone time here.
Certainly haven't had too many opportunities here against this stifling Riveters defense. See if they can take advantage of the faceoff here. It'll be won by the visitors. So pressure applied here by a couple of Hastings forwards. A hard pass. Slaps past center ice, now in between both benches. Puck recovered here by Hastings, deep in their own zone. Stuck along the boards, breaks free, fires a shot just past the rib cage there of Solberg. Check from behind there from Erickson. And we'll have the icing waved off here. We get a full line change here for Hastings. A little bit of pushing and shoving there on the far side of a yard sale. Hastings working their way back. Puck slapped away into the corner. Warner and Schreifer in pursuit. Spinning around and retreating there is Hernandez. A breakout pass there, stopped by Lexi Fenton. Space to work with here on the far side of the ice. Race for the puck, and we'll get a whistle here with 9:09 in the opening stanza.
So they called icing there. Bentley Staffel was really close to the red line, but didn't give her the benefit of the doubt. So the puck will come down the Hastings end. You know, Annie Schreifer came off the bench, flew down there, created that turnover, and the Raiders had, you know, a half minute of offensive zone time. And I see that. And kept them some confidence going.
Yeah, seems like since that timeout, it's been a little more competitive here. The shots on goal have halted in their frequency. Now puck stolen away there from Kraut. Raiders looking to pass, centering pass. Whiffed on a one-timer to Kraut. Breaking past two defenders. Breakaway shot and declined there from Lanning. Saw some reaction there from the crowd. Slap shot off the mark, now in the near side corner. Schreifer with the recovery, sends it down low. Galazi watching on there for the Riveters. I haven't called her name too much here tonight. Now spinning around, trying to make something happen there. A sneaky little poke there from Chloe Raw, looking to get goal number 2. We'll take a look at the replay here.
Just gets through both Raiders having the breakaway, and Lanning's there, able to knock that one aside. One of her 10 saves here tonight in the first period.
Off of the face-off, now a race for the puck. Stripped away. Anybody's for the taking as we enter the near side corner here in the Riveters zone. Centering pass. Attempted one-timer here for Hastings. Trying to connect with Schreifer. Some space to work with here for Leitner. Leitner racing for the puck, and Lanning falls on top of it.
Good job there by Olivia Erickson just to take the body and let Lanning corral that slow-moving puck that was coming in on her. Face off in the defensive zone. At 7:15 left here in the first period.
And a little break here, put the net back on the mooring. Face-off was won and taken by the Raiders. Shot deflects off of a Hastings defender. That's Hamann. Now her pass deflects off of the skates of a Riveter. Back to the far side blue line. Shot deflected. We get a quick reset here for St. Paul Two Rivers. Line change, an interception there at the Hastings logo. So that's settled down by number 7 there for Hastings, Bentley Stoffel. Just north of 6 minutes to go here in the first period. That pass goes long, intended for Maddie Gary.
Again, Two Rivers just right at that blue line, those defensemen standing there and keeping that puck in the zone. This time, just a couple feet out, but Hastings having trouble getting out of their own end right now.
Tried to connect on a breakaway pass there for Kraut. It's been tough sledding for Hastings in between both blue lines. Now the Riveters spinning back around. Entering the zone here on the near side. Not a lot of room for them to go. Shot fired. Got a delayed penalty upcoming. That's going to be against Hastings.
I think Siebenaller got called for a hook, I believe, as she got that stick in up by her elbow. So with 5:16 left in the first period, Two Rivers will get the first power play of the game, leading 2-0.
Well, that's definitely not what's needed here for Hastings, although we have seen them this season kill some pretty crucial penalty kills. That shot deflects, thuds off of a Raider, and they'll clear the puck.
It's a good block there by Delaney Solberg, able to clear the puck. And now to 1:40 left in the power play.
A lot of movement here in the open ice. 90 seconds to go here on the power play here for the visitors. To the blue line, shot fired. Tried to get a screenshot in there. Didn't seem like too many people knew where that puck was. I think that was Solberg again with the block, and another clear, a partial clear here for Hastings. Riveters centering pass. Too hard for Kaylee Rawl. Slips past the blue line, and a de facto clear here for Hastings. Schreifer in hot pursuit. Looks like she's got her stick tangled in Christofferson. Shot deflects off of Lanning. Got a collision. Schreifer with the clear.
Schreifer trying to be a physical force here for the Raiders and trying to stick up to these Two River girls who've been kind of pushing the team around the ice here a little bit early on.
And obviously the rules are a little different for girls hockey, but I don't think anybody could ever say it's not physical, the games that we've watched.
Yeah, they've been very physical. can always appreciate the effort that Shriver gives there.
Puck swept away there from Galazzi. Raiders were looking for a shorthanded opportunity there. And they'll successfully kill that penalty.
Just one shot on goal there for Two Rivers, so a good penalty kill there by the Raiders. And by killing that penalty, see if they can get some momentum going here. Shots 13-0. As we said, though, the Two Rivers had 2 goals and 7 shots in the first 4 minutes of the game. Now they've had 6 more shots, but it's been about 10 minutes worth of time.
Yeah, this game just has a different feel after the first 2 minutes. Unfortunately, they tacked on those 2 early goals as they look for a third. Shut down there from Erickson. Hard to outskate her. That one fired across the chest there of Lanning. Under 3 to go here before the first intermission. A dump and chase, or rather just a dump for Hastings. Lanning tips the puck near side corner. On the far side, Schreifer. First team all effort here tonight. Trying to get something going, pinned on the boards there. Either team with solid possession here the last 30 seconds. But now Hastings on the far side, trying to hold on to possession of that puck with some speed. Slipped past another Raiders forward. Shot goes wide in between the legs of Krauth. Now closing in, shot fired. Rebounds into that far side corner. That nearly comes off the mooring there. A save there for Galazzi as that one crashes through the crease there.
First couple shots of the game there for the Raiders. Like I say, after that penalty kill, they got a little confidence going. See if they can keep it going the rest of the period. Minute 10 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, they're certainly knocking on the doorstep here. See if they can finish strong. Puck stopped at the blue line. A couple of dekes and shoved. We're going to have another penalty here against Hastings. It'll be delayed for now. We'll see what St. Paul Two Rivers can do here as we'll get a whistle here. 42 seconds to go. We'll have another Raiders player heading to the box. That's going to be Schreifer.
I believe he called her for body checking there. So 2-minute penalty, but just 42 seconds left in the first period. See the replay here as they come down the wall. Just kind of took her out there. I don't know if I would call that a check, but at any rate, she knocked her off her feet, and Two Rivers is on the power play.
Well, maybe they might be aided here by the intermission. Got a delayed penalty, a huge collision in the corner, and we'll get a whistle here, not 10 seconds after the restart.
Be either like a hold or hook coming here against Two Rivers. Delaney Solberg got held up there. It looks like he's calling a hooking call. See it right here, just kind of has her around the arm. So 29.8 seconds left in the first period. And
we'll have 2 players in the box, I believe. A double minor here.
Double minor as well. So Raiders will have a 4-on-3 power play here with 29.8 left in the first period.
A lot of open ice to be utilized here by these speedy Raiders skaters. Erickson trying to work along the boards.
And the power play is going to end almost as soon as it began.
We're just racking up the penalties here the last 45 seconds.
Well, I believe, another hooking call here. And it will be a 4-on-4 end of the first period. It looks like there's Erickson with the hook underneath the hands.
Well, you hate to see the Raiders kind of shoot themselves in the foot there.
Last 10 seconds of the period.
Maybe get a couple final shots here. We get a save from Lanning. Take another look at the replay here.
Nice glove save there with 3.7 left.
And another save for Lanning.
Racking up the saves here late. 13 so far here tonight for Addison.
Certainly on quite a ferocious pace here. Only 0.3 of a second left in this one. And with that, we'll reach the first intermission here. An interesting first period. Saw a little bit of everything. Saw many shots on net. A lot of momentum changes and quite a lot of penalties towards the end, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, there's 4 penalties up on the board right now within 30 seconds of each other. So it's going to be an interesting start to that second period. Looks like the Raiders have a very short power play, and then Two Rivers will have another 15-second or so power play themselves.
We'll take a look at the goals here in the first period.
Nice high shot there by Two Rivers. Chloe Rawl with that shot. It hit the water bottle up top. And then the other one is when they were right on the doorstep and able to just tap it over the line. Gave them a 2-0 lead. I believe it was about 4 minutes into the game.
Well, with that, we'll send it to intermission. A 2-0 lead for the Riveters over the Raiders here on HCTV Sports.
Today, 4 Minnesotans lost their lives from fentanyl poisoning.
And 4 more will tomorrow.
Fentanyl is the #1 killer of 18 to 45-year-olds.
It's killing more and more 12 to 17-year-olds. They're people we care about.
Like my brother.
My sister.
My best friend.
We have the power to make a difference in our community. Join us in the fight against the fentanyl crisis.
The United Heroes League mainly uses sports as a bridge to help military families stay active and engaged in their communities. We have over 40 professional teams that partner with us for free tickets and camps. We provide access to free sporting equipment.
UHL has provided us with a lot of equipment and a lot of gear that is otherwise sometimes hard to attain.
It's really cool. I get all this free stuff, and it's because of my great dad, who is a veteran.
UHL has been a great supporter, not just for our family, but for all the military families.
We're excited to see what the future holds. We can't wait to see where it goes.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hastings Civic Arena as we get set for period number 2 here between the Raiders and the Riveters. After one, it was a 2-0 lead for the Riveters over the Hastings Raiders. I'm Owen Ely here with Derek Simon as we're just moments away here from puck drop as the Riveters and the Raiders begin to take the ice here.
A pretty dominant first period for the Riveters, although the Raiders were able to get their first 2 shots of the game there in the last couple minutes of the period, and were able to keep the Riveters off of the scoreboard for the last 13 minutes or so of the period as well. So we'll see if they're able to continue to fight back a little bit in this game. Both teams have 2 players in the box right now. They both have a short power play here early in the game, or the period. And the Metro East Conference standings here: Hastings 1-0 in conference, 2-5 overall. First game for the Riveters in conference, and they are 4-3-1 overall.
I think the most shocking thing there is South St. Paul 0-2 in conference, 1-6 on the season.
Yeah, and what we were told is they're breaking in some new goaltenders, so it might be a little bit of a down year for South St. Paul. And as you say, we're not used to that. We're used to seeing them up towards the top of the standings.
Yeah, it seemes like they have these goaltenders. They start them as 8th graders or 7th graders, and they're just there for 5 or 6 years. They just get these like legendary goaltenders that they have these lengthy high school careers.
And see some of these schools represented here in the arena.
I noticed there's no flag for the Park Wolfpack up there.
Well, they're not in the Metro East Conference.
Well, puck drop, we're underway here in period number 2. A lot of action happened before the end of the first period, so we are on 4-on-4 hockey here. A lot of open ice to work with here. We get a whistle.
I believe they just in offsides. Face-off will come outside the zone. There's 55 seconds left before the Raiders will have a very short 13-second power play.
And winning the face-off there, St. Paul 2 Rivers. Puck left behind there from Galezi. Now with speed, a 2-on-1 here. Passing to a teammate. And denied there from Stoffel. Turning around, firing it down low is Bryn Christofferson. A pass sort of splits the middle there.
It's like it feels like the NHL overtime here, 3-on-3.
So much space to work with here. Shot, that one bounces off. They'll say no goal. Right off of the top crossbar. Penalty's about to expire here for Hastings, so it'll be 4-on-3 for 18 seconds. Another shot fired. Stopped by Lanning. Still anybody's for the taking, and Lanning will fall on it again. A little pushing and shoving there between the 2 sides.
See, 2 Rivers comes in, pass back, able to get around the defender, and with all that open ice, shot right off the crossbar, straight out. No goal, but a nice shot there from 2 Rivers. 4 seconds left on a pair of penalties for 2 Rivers, and then they will be on a quick 18-second power play of their own, 5-on-4.
Leitner on the face-off there for the Riveters. Keep the puck in the zone. Now both of those penalties will expire. A short power play for the visitors. Puck tied up along the boards. Now breaking free, looking for a pass. Connects, shot fired, deflects off of Lanning. And now we're back to even strength hockey as Galezi falls on the puck.
Puck shot down the ice, just out of reach of Olivia Erickson breaking out of the penalty box. Could have had a breakaway there. Just missed her. 15:06 remaining in the second period, 2-0 Riveters.
Well, now after all of that action, all of that open space, feels a little crowded out here, even strength hockey now.
A lot more bodies blocking shots.
A lot of bodies out there, physical game thus far. Puck stolen away. And deflected off of the body of Kendra Otto. A swipe there from Solberg. Puck going the wrong way here for Hastings, firing a shot. It was halted from Erickson. Now down low, Lanning watching on. Little backhanded pass. Raiders trying to get some momentum there. Couldn't connect on the second pass. And an icing call here against Hastings.
We'll get some fresh skaters on the ice as you see Hammond and Stoffel, Siebenaller line coming out.
It's a good line here for Hastings. We'll see if they can get something going here. Stolen away back behind Lanning. Stopped at the blue line. Another shot deflected by the body of a Raider, that time Siebenaller. Backhanded centering pass connects with nobody. Hamann leaves it for a teammate. Once again, the puck kept in the offensive zone, stopped by St. Paul Two Rivers at the blue line.
Raiders just having trouble connecting on passes in their zone, and Two Rivers gets the turnover and shoots it right back in.
That's Stoffel making a collision with the boards. Now splitting her way down the middle, shot fired. Just off the target there for number 25 there for the Riveters. Pass along the blue line and a glove save as we have a Riveters forward falling into Lanning.
Caught the puck and the Riveters player there. Came in, nice defensive play there by Bentley Stoffel. Able to knock that puck off her stick and keep it from going in the back of the net.
Puck slapped in down low from the far side to the near side in front of Lanning. Number 2 there looking for an opportunity for the Riveters. That was Faye Leitner. Posting up on the far side post. Puck breaking free, turning around, firing a shot. Recovered by Torkelson. Torkelson initiates the dump and chase. Erickson wins it. Tried to connect back on a pass to Torkelson. Puck fired in, and an icing call again against Hastings.
Raiders again just a few feet from that red line. It'd be ideal if they could take a couple more steps, dump that puck in, and not have to have the face-off down in their end.
Face-off's going to be taken here by the hometown Raiders. Glides along the board. Siebenaller spinning, juking around, coming to the near side, looking to pass, and leaves it back for the defenseman. They pass along the boards. The Raiders trying to apply pressure there with the forwards. Now an interesting opportunity here for the Riveters. Shot deflects. Puck careens to the near side corner. Centering pass, shot fired, and a premium opportunity there for the Riveters.
Nice save by Lanning, and then Hamann able to clean it up on the back door, not allowing a tap-in goal.
Kraut brings the puck down low, was looking to give it to Otto. Halted at the blue line, deflected. Looking to pass here for the Riveters. Now Hastings wrapping around with some momentum. Fires the puck down low, and an icing call against Hastings.
Just missed on a long pass attempt there on the blue line. And we'll have another face-off in Hastings end. Here's that play again across. Lanning slides over, and Hamann able to get her stick under that Riveters stick, preventing her to have that easy tap-in goal.
Well, St. Paul 2 Rivers, they scored those first 2 goals within the first couple of minutes of the game, and since then, this game, the Raiders have managed to kill off a handful of power plays. They're holding their way in here.
Yeah, they've done a nice job defensively since that timeout. There's a shot. Just gonna say we haven't had any shots in a while. See if they can start tipping the ice back the other way.
Officially the third shot, as it looks like we'll have a penalty.
And, so you get some pressure in that offensive zone, and sometimes it causes the other team to react and go take a penalty, as there's a tripping call here on St. Paul 2 Rivers. And there it is, as tripped over there against the wall. That was Annie Schreifer again.
Well, now Hastings will have 2 minutes here to try to cut the lead in half, as we'll get a clear here from St. Paul 2 Rivers.
Yeah, being outshot 20-3, but Lanning's helped kept the team in the game, and as you say, just one shot and we'd be back in a 1-goal game.
Now Hastings on the attack. Siebenthaler's shot deflects off of Galazzi. Hamann wraps around from the blue line. Puck settled down here from Gary as we get a clear, but now a race for the puck. A Raiders player taking a spill. Potential shorthanded opportunity here, and a shorthanded goal. Look at the head bob there from number 25, Zoe Moore. She knew. And a shorthanded goal for St. Paul 2 Rivers, as it was looking like they were on the ropes.
Comes down, goes around behind the net. The wraparound just able to sneak it in on the short side. Bentley Stoffel tried to get to the post just a split second too late, and it is now 3-0 for the Riveters. Hastings still has a minute 6 on the power play. I think Hastings wants an explanation on the play in the corner where a Hastings player went down on the ice, and they thought maybe that should have been a penalty negating that scoring chance.
Well, maybe we'll take another look at the replay if we can, but there certainly was a Raiders player who took a spill in that corner. .50 seconds to go here on the power play. Now the Raiders facing a 3-goal deficit here. That puck slides across the crease.
Just missed Siebenthaler there, right in the slot area.
To Erickson, fired in. Galazzi sprawls out. Play continues on. The Raiders just dancing around the net here, forcing these opportunities. Galazzi tried to stick her hand out there and get a glove save. We do get a whistle here. And we'll take another look at the replay, the scoring play.
I think she might have got her underneath the hands there a little bit. no call on the play, and then with the no call, Moore able to make a really nice play around the back of the net and that wraparound goal. 17 seconds left here in the power play for the Raiders, who do have 4 shots on this power play.
Well, St. Paul Two Rivers looking for another shorthanded opportunity here as that puck bounces out, and that's essentially going to kill the power play for Hastings. South of 8 minutes to go in the second period here. A slap shot off the mark from Bentley Stoffel. Now the Riveters with speed. Sort of slide that one to the left of Lanning. Riveters with possession. Some heavy pressure there applied from Schreifer. At the blue line, sent down low. Schreifer again. Sort of closing out on the defender. Shot. A rebound opportunity there for Hastings.
Just out of Schreifer's reach there, but Raiders have put up 5 shots this period. Kind of evened out the chances a bit as well.
Now the Raiders wrapping around back behind Lanning. Long outlet pass. Doesn't connect, and we'll get an icing call here against the Raiders.
The face-off back down in the Raiders zone. Shots 21-6 now in favor of St. Paul Two Rivers. Did a really nice job on that penalty kill. They gave up some shots, but they had packed it in right around the goaltender and had a lot of block shots.
Puck slips past the blue line. Kicked away there from Erickson. Now the pass intercepted from Siebenaller. Puck just bouncing around back and forth between the two teams here. A bounce pass off of the glass. Puck corralled there at the red line here for the Riveters. Tried to connect on a one-timer to Lawson. Now Erickson with speed couldn't quite hold on to the puck as she split the Red Sea there.
A nice move there, but it was knocked off her stick as she got into the offensive zone. And the puck down in the Raiders zone.
Slap shot nearly deflects in off of Erickson, and they'll wave off what looked like it could have been a potential goal.
And found another post there for the Riveters.
Crazy sequence there goes the way of the Raiders, trying to keep themselves in this one. Short little centering pass right in front of the crease, intercepted. Momentum halted here by the Riveters. Now cutting in, swept away from Stoffel. Good defensive sequence there from Erickson. The blue line working her way in. Shot fired right off of the glove of Lanning. Another shot from far out deflected. Raiders might be in a deficit with the shots on net, but certainly not the deflected, as they might have an opportunity here. That pass just a few feet in front of Torkelson. Or excuse me, Otto. Now back on the attack, Siebenalder, top scorer here for Hastings. Looking for an open space, fires it to Otto. That one off of the back glass. Sent in down low, rebound opportunity, and the Raiders score. It looks like that's going to be the captain, Sophie Torkelson, who gets the scoring started here for the Raiders as we look to close out period number 2.
Big goal, of course, there. First one of the night for the Raiders. Torkelson on the rebound. Puck comes out to the point. Goes through that screen. The goaltender did not see it right away and caused the rebound. And Torkelson right there for the goal.
And we'll get an immediate response here from the Riveters. An unlucky sequence for Hastings. There's a couple of players fell down in the crease, allowing the assistant captain, Faye Leitner, to swoop on in and get another point-blank goal. Take another look at the replay here.
Yeah, just picked it, won the race to the puck right there and was able to go up high, making it a 4-1 game. I believe it was 9 seconds after the Raiders had scored to make it 3-1. It's now 4-1 for the Riveters.
And those are two sort of buzzkill goals for the Riveters. You have the shorthanded goal, which is certainly a buzzkill, but then, like you said, not even 9 seconds after that goal, they get that one.
Yeah, just you worked so hard to finally get a goal and get on the board, and about 9 seconds later, it's answered by the Riveters. It's just a momentum-changing goal for sure.
You know, they ended the first period down 2. They're down 3 here, but it sort of seems like they've played a better period despite the deficit increasing.
Yeah, I think they've kept the puck down here in the offensive zone a little bit more. They have some more shots. It quite helped with that power play they had earlier to get a few shots on that. But I think they have played better. It's just I think Two Rivers might be the best team we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, well, they're certainly up there. That Hudson team was probably a lot better than their record from last year indicated, but this certainly is a good team here tonight.
Yeah, Egan was impressive as well, but I really like this Riveters team.
Looks like the Raiders sort of lost the puck there for a moment.
Lexi Fenton's skate was almost like a magnet there to that puck. Finally, they were able to find it.
Under 90 seconds to go here before we reach the second intermission. We're going to wave off an icing. Raiders looking to sneak a quick goal in here. The Riveters looking to put an exclamation point on this period. Long pass there for the Riveters, couldn't quite connect. Schreifer on the retreat, sends up a Hail Mary, connected there at the red line for Otto. Kraut getting physical down low, circling around, trying to keep track of the puck here. Out to Erickson, shot deflects off of Lawson. Centering pass, swept away. Sent in down low again, and the Raiders score!
I believe it may have been tipped out front there. Erickson with the shot from the point. And the Raiders now with a very late goal here in the second. 17.1 left on the clock. It's now a 4-2 game.
They're going to give that one to Mackenzie Kraut, the 9th grader, as we take another look at the scoring sequence here.
It got out front of the goaltender, able to chip it over his shoulder. Nice play there. Erickson should get the assist. And the Raiders cut it to a 4-2 game here late in the period.
Well, typical Raiders, always making it interesting. We closed out the first period with a slew of penalties. Now we're closing out the second period with a slew of goals. The Riveters looking to add another one there. They'll miss on that point-blank shot. Backhands it in, and Just like that, we'll reach the second intermission here. This game starting to get very interesting here as we reach the second intermission. Raiders down 4-2.
Yeah, much better period we've been talking about for the Raiders. 2-2 was the score of this period. Shots were 10-7 in favor of the Riveters after it was 15-2, I believe, in the first period.
Well, we'll take a look at the goals here in the second period.
There's the Moore's wraparound and goes around, just able, I believe it was Stoffel, just missed her stick there and made it a 3-0 game. Here's Torkelson on the rebound. Make it 3-1, and then Two Rivers comes right back here, able to chip that one over the shoulder of Lanning and made it 4-1 at that point. And then with 17 seconds left, Kraut with the deflection here. And the Raiders now 4-2. Hopefully they go in the locker room, see if they can make a few adjustments, feel like they are in this game, see if we have an exciting third period.
The Raiders still within reach of this one. It's 4-2 Riveters over the Raiders here on HCTV Sports.
He gets the pin. What a move, what a goal! Oh, what a shot, scores! The Raiders, can they get the lift? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play.
It's moving!
It is over!
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
One! Touchdown Raiders!
But here is the difference for the class of 1990.
We went from Mile High Eagles to Alan Peck.
I know you're all excited about Y2K. You could lose power or party like it's 1999.
Hastings High School has been graduating seniors since the first commencement of the 8th Congratulations, class of 2023. Go Raiders!
Funding for community TV is in rapid decline, and HCTV will not survive without your help. Let your local representatives know that you support community TV. To learn more, visit savecommunitytv.com.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hastings Civic Arena as we get set for period number 3. After 2, it's a 4-2 lead for the St. Paul Two Rivers Riveters over the Hastings Raiders. You're in for a good one here. Action picking up just towards the end of that period. Owen Ely here with Derek Simon, and it seems like as this game goes on, it's like fine wine. It just keeps getting better.
Yeah, it was a real short or slow start for the Raiders tonight. Gave up a couple goals early. Took most of the first period for them to get any shots on net, but that second period was a lot more competitive. They were outshot just 10-7 in the second period, and we still have a game here, 4-2. See if they can get some chances on Two Rivers, who still has dominated most of this game, 25 shots to 9. Been tough to get through their defense, and the Raiders still have their work cut out for them. But we still have a game here at 4-2.
That's true. We got quite the view up from the perch. Hope people realize how high up we are up here.
It's a nice view up here. I wish we could have an upper deck here for hockey, because it'd be fun to watch some games up here not being on the air as well.
Yeah, that's true. No shortage of good views here from the Civic Arena as we are underway here in period number 3. Raiders looking to break a 3-game losing streak here. Down 2 goals. Made it interesting in the second period. See if they can't get something started here. Lanning watches on. Now Erickson sends a pass up forwards towards Woodwick. Tipped pass, still connects, whiffed on a shot there. Zoe Moore. Moore looking for a hat trick here tonight. Had a goal in the first period, had that shorthanded goal in the second period. Made it a 3-0 game at that point. Sort of felt like it was a little deflated at that point.
Hey, Raiders keep battling. You give the girls credit. And got that first goal, made it 3-1. Two Rivers came right back, but the Raiders were able to score late in that period.
Shot from way downtown there, bounces off of Galizzi. Now the Riveters from the far side to the near side. Slip past Stoffel, centering pass. Boxed out there from Siebenaller. The Raiders player lose track of the puck there. Now some open real estate to work with there. The shot deflected off of a Raider. Race for the puck, and we'll get an icing call here against Hastings.
15:07 remaining here in the third period. One shot so far from the Raiders. Galizzi with the save. And now we have face-off down here in the Hastings zone.
Schreifer on the face-off here for Hastings. Puck favoring the near side boards. Handful of players trying to poke that puck free. Now a race for the puck past the blue line, going to be won here by the Riveters. Puck tipped sky high there, stays in the field of play. Now Hastings whipping around, leaves it back. Deeks fires the shot right over the top of Galizzi. Stoffel's pass, couldn't connect, left and taken by Siebenaller. Shot takes an interesting bounce there, couldn't tell if that was off the helmet of a Raiders forward. Dump and chase initiated here for Hastings. Pass sort of threads the needle there. An evasive maneuver from Christofferson. On the far side, looking to pass, wrapping around the goaltender. Circling back. Swept away momentarily, a little backhand. And a shove there from Stoffel.
That puck was deflected by the Two Rivers, so there'll be no icing there.
And we're going back the way we came here, circling around with speed. Erickson between 5 defenders. Tries to sneak that along the near side post, and the net will ever so slightly come off of the moorings.
I believe also there is a penalty. It may have been a slash or a hook. Because Erickson was going through there and kind of lost control of the puck and may have gotten a stick to the hand or arm. Looks like he's going to actually call hooking. So Hastings will back on the power play at 12:37 of the third period.
That'll be the junior defenseman Lily Coyle heading to the box for Two Rivers. Now Raiders here on the power play. Solberg, the point, sends it to Erickson down low, a backhander into the crease and out of the crease. Real tight formation here for St. Paul Two Rivers.
Yeah, they like to put all 4 players down below the hash marks when that puck goes deep. Really collapse in front of their goaltender.
Turnover here for Hastings and a clear. Now Erickson again using her speed down the near side in front of the bench. Works her way in, fires that one, deflects off of Christofferson's body. Another shot and or pass sent in down low. And cleared. Shorthanded opportunity, tried to go top shelf. And a potential backhand in there, but Lanning standing tall. The Riveters have been so deadly when they're shorthanded here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of, they've hit, I think, maybe 3 posts tonight as well.
30 seconds remaining here on the penalty kill for the Riveters. Get another clear. Maybe time for one final push here for Hastings. And they'll retreat it back into their own zone. Dreifer, shot off of Galizzi. Now Solberg swooping in, cuts back. And loses the puck. It's going to be a breakaway. Raiders defender closing in. That one very nearly slipped in just in time right in front of that near side post.
Just outstanding speed and effort by Erickson to come back and catch up to the Two Rivers forward there. Able to take her out of the play.
Nobody's better suited to do it than her as we get a whistle here with under 10 to go.
Hastings had a couple shots on that power play, unable to get a puck past Galizzi though, and we are now just under 10 minutes left in the game, 9:54 remaining.
Seems like the time is really flying by here.
A lot more speed, I feel like, this third period for both teams.
Defensive zone face-off here. Puck pried away by the road team here. Shot fired and pushed away from Lanning. It's almost like she punched it out of midair. Potential rebound opportunity there for the Riveters. Now Hastings dumps the puck in. Puck tipped, wobbling a little bit there on the far side. Now with speed, we got somebody calling for a pass near the blue line. Christofferson sends it over, tried a one-timer, and Lanning sort of squatting on the puck there, makes the save.
Nice sliding save, but you can see her look over her shoulder. Again, we'd like to thank the Schoolhouse for being a great sponsor of HCTV. From prom to weddings, let us suit your formal wear needs. theschoolhouse.com. Check them out there at schoolhouse.com or go visit them in Hastings.
Hastings tips the puck, tries to settle it down, fires a shot, and stopped by Galizzi. Raiders, no shortage of opportunities here. Here's another one, turning the puck over. Tried to 5-hole the Riveters goaltender. Leaves it back at the blue line for Erickson, sends it down low, kicked off of the skates. I believe Hernandez. Raiders wrapping around, working their way through this Two Rivers defense. A lot of motion here, circling back. Nearly a rebound on the far side crease.
What a second save there by Galizzi. That was beautiful. Raiders putting on some pressure, and Two Rivers will ice the puck to relieve the pressure and get a line change.
It seems like both ways we've had so many potential goals tonight.
Raiders weaving and bobbing through the zone there, and then on the back door, rebound shot, and I don't know how she got over to save that one. That was an outstanding save. Keeping this game at 4-2. Shots now 28-17 in favor of the Riveters.
Offensive zone face-off taken here for Hastings, crashing the net. Stoffel over to a teammate. Sort of feel the urgency picking up here for the Raiders. Hamann being pursued. Leaves it along the half wall. Got a Raiders player being tripped up there. Raiders getting aggressive here in the offensive zone. A trip. I'm going to say that was accidental.
Like both teams thought they should have gotten a tripping call on the other.
Now Two Rivers with the shot, and Lanning making another save here.
That was Leitner getting in deep there again, and Lanning equal to the task here as she cuts across in front of the goaltender. Lanning follows her across the crease, makes the save. Down to 6:53 here in the third period.
Being told from Dick Craig, we have a score update. Hastings girls basketball. He says this is not a misprint. 64-9 victory over Breck.
Wow, that is dominant.
An interesting night all around for Raiders athletics. Puck swiped away there at the blue line, and we'll get a whistle here with 6:13 to go in regulation.
Raiders get the offensive zone draw. Looks like they will have Torkelson, Schreifer, and Woodwick up front here.
St. Paul Two Rivers with some motion here, bringing it into the Raiders zone. Tried to thread the needle there between a couple of Raiders skaters. Calling for the pass there was Lily Coyle. Shot, deflects off of Stoffel.
That was Moore again. Nice job by Stoffel getting in front of that. And Torkelson blocked the shot as well.
Well, I sure would love to know the blocked shots here tonight for Hastings, what the number is.
Two Rivers has 29 shots, and I think the blocked shots probably got to be about 20, I would think.
Yeah, they're certainly up there. Now Hastings denied of a breakaway there. A couple of players taking a spill down low. Pass bounce off the stick there of Moore. Stolen away from Gary. Gary pumps the brakes, tries to leave the puck for a teammate. Shot fired, backhanded, and a goal here for the Riveters. Believe that was backhanded, a lot of commotion there. And they're going to credit this one to Maddie Gary. It's going to be the first scoring play here of the third period.
Puck came out, shot from the point. Got blocked in front off a stick, I believe, and then Gary at the back post. Able to corral the loose puck, and as you said, nice swooping backhand there to make it a 5-2 game.
Well, that might be the nail in the coffin here for Hastings. They're running out of time. Certainly there was that flurry of goals at the end of the second period. We'll see if the Raiders can't try to duplicate that here.
To your point, we were down to about 4 minutes now. Raiders are really going to have to push to try to get a couple goals here. Potentially be able to pull the goaltender.
Shot fired, deflected. Another shot deflected. Both off of the stick of Siebenaller. Siebenaller another shot, and that one bounces off into the netting. Well, it's been a great night there for Galeazzi. We didn't really call her name too much in the first period, but these final two periods, certainly a lot of action for both goaltenders.
Yeah, it's just saw those two shots in the first period. Now Hastings up to 19 shots. She's made 17 saves, and that second save on that back door was just outstanding.
Riveters calling for a pass there, a few feet in front of Lanning. Just coiled in a pretty good position here tonight, whiffing on a one-timer. It's Chloe Rawl. She got the scoring started here tonight with the first goal about a minute, less than a minute into the first period. And we'll get an icing call here, just north of 2.5 minutes to go here in regulation.
We're talking about the Raiders down early. They're down 2-0, getting outshot at 1.12 to nothing. 5-2 game, shots 31-19, so they've come back and played a fairly even game here in the second and third periods. Just not able to overcome that early 2-0 deficit.
And we'll get a penalty called here against Two Rivers. Maybe a potential boost here for Hastings. Another game where you kind of look at the scoreboard and it's not necessarily indicative of kind of how it played out on the ice.
Yeah, and if the Raiders don't have any shot at this, and now's the time, 2:29 left, they'll get a power play here. Face off in the offensive zone. Looks like Schreifer will take it for the Raiders.
Schreifer wins the face-off, back to the blue line. Down low, looking to pass, now leaving it for a teammate. Puck kicked off of Solberg. Evaded the clear there, did Hastings. Handful of passes here, connecting for the Raiders. Shot fired. Nearly closed off by a couple of Riveters. We know how dangerous they've been shorthanded. They're not going to look to clear here. They're going to look to bring the puck up into the zone. Now they flip the scripts here. They're on the attack. That one goes over the head of Lanning. 90 seconds to go in regulation. 1 minute to go on the power play. Puck cleared behind Lanning. Puck stolen away here for Two Rivers. Hard to tell who's on the power play here. Now Siebenaller pulls up far side, leaves it for a teammate, and fires it in off of Otto. Hammond's shot, deflected by a Raider.
And we're down here to the last 30 seconds.
A whiffed shot there for Hastings. They're poking around. And we'll get a save there from Galizzi.
Raiders trying to pressure. Just a little bit of a whiff there, and then Kraut right in front of the goaltender. Too bad it's going to have been a little bit further away. Maybe had a little better angle to shoot the puck, but girls were in there hacking away trying to get that third goal. Just 19.3 seconds remaining here in the game.
Well, the Raiders maybe just trying to make the score look a little better here. 10 seconds to go. We'll get the Riveters on the attack. Defended by Stoffel. Kick down low. And like that, we'll reach the end of this one. A 5-2 victory for St. Paul Two Rivers over your hometown Hastings Raiders.
Yeah, nice game there by St. Paul Two Rivers. They came out and just dominated the first period. Traded some shots back and forth with Hastings over the last two periods. Come away with a 5-2 win. Zoe Moore was really impressive, I thought, and Chloe Rawl as well. For the Raiders, I was really impressed tonight with Annie Schreifer. I thought she played an outstanding game. Olivia Erickson as well. And Raiders didn't give up. They kept battling and made it a game. After 4 minutes into this game, we thought this might get ugly in a hurry, and then they ended up giving Two Rivers a good game here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take a look at the upcoming broadcast schedule. We're back here, we're back at the high school on Thursday for some boys basketball versus our new rival, New Prague. And we're back here on the 9th, boys hockey versus Simley. 2 days later, girls hockey versus Farmington, and we'll close out first part of December there on the 18th, girls basketball versus Two Rivers. Well, special thanks to producer and director Hunter Pinkey, camera operators Ian Andrusak, Max Slocum, Will Celine, and Ashley Andrus, and on graphics and replay, Hunter Pinkey. The Raiders, hard-fought battle here tonight, lose 5-2 to the St. Paul Two Rivers Riveters. I'm Owen Ely, that's Derek Simon. Thanks for tuning in on HCTV Sports.